Good morning, students. How are you all? All are good? Okay, very good. So, I hope so that you are learning all the lessons, daily lessons. Okay. Today's heading is interest on capital. Okay. So, we need to calculate interest on capital of the partners. So, first we should know, already we know what is interest on capital. This one we have learnt in the 11th standard itself. In the 13th lesson, we made adjusting entry, transfer entry. There we studied in preparation of final accounts, isn't it? So we know what is interest on capital. Interest allowed on the capitals of the partners. Sometimes some partners may pay high amount and the other partners may invest less amount. So the partner one who has deposited more, he may wants to get some interest on capital. Just to compensate his high investment, he has to get, the business has to agree. So if it is so, it should be mentioned in the partnership deed. The interest on capital and the percentage of interest on capital. So, if the partnership deed is silent about the interest on rate of interest on capital, then no interest on capital will be allowed to such partners. Okay. And then if there is one condition for allowing interest on capital, what is that condition? If there is enough or sufficient profit, only then interest on capital should be allowed to all the partners. And if there is insufficient profit or loss, no profit, then no interest on capital will be provided for anyone. Okay. Now the entries. The interest on capital account debtor to partners capital account. The same thing we have done in the 13th chapter last year. Interest on capital account debtor to capital account. Only that is sole proprietorship organization, isn't it? So then we will write one narration. Interest on capital provided. Interest on capital provided. We should calculate the amount and we need to write here. Okay. Then as journal entry you have to write to amount column, LF column, particulars column, date column. Everything must be there. Okay. Now transfer entry, that is adjusting this for closing the interest on capital. That is here the adjusting entry, transfer entry, isn't it? That is what we studied there. Here providing capital and closing interest on capital account. The next entry, closing interest on capital account. What is the entry? Here this interest on capital is debited in the adjusting entry, that should be credited. Okay, then what should be debited? What should be debited? The profit, and there we will debit the profit and loss account, isn't it? But here it is called profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account debtor to interest on capital. Now we are crediting this interest on capital. Then the narration, interest on capital closed or transferred. Interest on capital is transferred to partners capital account. No, not partners capital account. Transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, then we should write the same amount here also. Understood? Now we will see one illustration. Okay, one illustration. This calculation of interest is in a different form. This we will see later. Okay. Now this illustration as per that what we have learnt now. Manan and Ramesh share profits and losses in the ratio of 3:1. The capital on 1st April 2017 was 80,000 for Manan and 60,000 for Ramesh. And their current accounts show a credit balance of 10,000 and 5,000 respectively. Calculate interest on capital at 5% per annum for the year ending 31st March 2018 and show the journal entries. Now it is very simple. We have calculated there also the calculation of interest on capital, that amount into rate by 100, okay, for opening capital. We should calculate the interest as we calculated for the problem in the chapter 13 last year, okay. Simply that amount into rate by 100. That's all we need to calculate. Here there is no additional capital. If there is additional capital, then we should calculate only for those months from when onwards he has introduced that capital. There we should be very particular about the date of introducing the additional capital. So in this illustration it is very easy. Calculation of interest on capital. Interest on capital is equal to amount of capital into rate of interest. Interest on Manan's capital 80,000 into 5 by 100, 4,000. Okay, we need to calculate that one. Okay, you don't know to calculate. $80,000 into 5 by 100. Is equal to 1 2 1 2 8 into 5 40, then 20 4,000. Next one capital is 60,000 into rate of interest 5 by 100, 120. So 6 5s are 30, then 20. So 4,000, 3,000. Now we will see the journal entries. See the journal entries. Interest on capital account data 2. Here Manan's capital account we should not write because here it is given their current account show a credit balance of 10,000, 5,000. That means all the adjustment we have studied previously, isn't it? If that means they are following the fixed capital method. All the adjustments regarding the interest on capital, interest on drawings, salary, then commission, then share of profit, everything will be done through the current account. That is why they have given this current account. So we should not transfer this one to the current account, that capital, but on the current account. So we should write this word to Manan's current account, to Ramesh current account. So for Manan, how much is the interest? 4,000. For Ramesh, 3,000. So totally 7,000. Okay. Now the next entry, we should transfer that one. Okay, or closing. Profit and loss appropriation account debtor to interest on capital account. Total amount we should write interest on capital closed. Okay. Then we will see the next illustration. Anthony and Akbar were partners who shared profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Balance in their capital account on 1st January 2018 was Anthony's 60,000, Akbar 40,000. Then on 1st April 2018, Anthony introduced additional capital 10,000. Here additional capital, we should be very careful about the date of introducing. Then Akbar introduced additional capital 5,000 during the year. Here date is not given. Okay. Calculate interest on capital at 6% per annum for the year ending 31st December 2018. Now we will calculate first. Okay. Calculation of interest on capital. The illustration 7, 6, isn't it? Interest on capital. First, Anthony, isn't it? Are you keeping that textbook next to you? Just for reference, you keep next to you. Yeah, that for Antony, first one on opening capital. Okay, on opening capital, you will write here. Opening capital. What is the opening capital? 60,000 into the rate is 6 by 100. Okay, 0, 0, 6, 6 are 36, 2, 0. Then on additional capital. Additional capital, how much he has introduced? 10,000 into rate how much? 6. Then we need to calculate the number of months. When he has introduced that one? 1st April, isn't it? So 2018, 1st April. So from April we need to calculate. Because for the year ending 31st December. So from April to December, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 9 months coming, isn't it? So 9 by 12. We need to simplify this one. 2 zeros, then 3, 4, then this 4 we can simplify with this one. How many? 25 fours. Then 25 into 6. Okay, 25 into 6 into 3. So 3 6 are 18 into 25. Okay, 8 5s are 40. Balance 4. 2 8s are 16 plus 4 20. 1 5 is 5. 1 2 is 2. So totally 450. So what is the total amount? 0. So 4050 is the interest on capital. Okay, interest on capital of Antony. Then we need to calculate for Akbar. First one on opening capital. Opening capital how much? Opening capital Akbar 40,000. So 40,000 into 6 by 100. 4 6 are 24. Then 2 zeros. Then on additional capital. Additional capital. How many months? There it is said like this. See, Akbar introduced additional capital 5,000 during the year. Here a date is not mentioned. So we need to take as half of the year. Average we can give. Okay. Since the date is not given, we can calculate the average. So 5,000 into 6 by 100 into 6 by 12. During the year, we do not know which date. So we can calculate for 6 months. Okay. So 1, 2, 2, 0, then 3, here 1. So 5 3s are 15, then 1 0. Isn't it? So 2550. Only what is the question? You see the question alone. Calculate interest on capital for the year ending. So they have asked to calculate only the interest on capital. What is asked, you have to answer. Understand? No need to write the journal entries. What they have asked. Here you have to write interest on capital. Okay. Now the illustration 7. The capital account of Arivalagan and Srinivasan on 1st January 2017 showed a balance of 15,000 and 10,000 respectively. On 1st July 2017, Arivalagan introduced an additional capital of 5,000, and on 1st September 2017, Srinivasan introduced an additional capital of 10,000. Calculate interest on capital 6% per annum for the year ending 31st December 2017. The capital account of Arivalagan and Srinivasan on 1st January 2017 showed a balance of 15,000 and 10,000 respectively. On 1st July 2017, Arivalagan introduced an additional capital of 5,000, and on 1st September 2017, Srinivasan introduced an additional capital. Calculate interest on capital at 6% per annum for the year ending 31st December 2017. This also as same as illustration 6 we will calculate. Illustration 7. Okay, calculation of interest on capital. Question is calculate interest on capital. So calculation of interest on capital is the answer. Okay, solution. Interest on capital. First part, Arivalagan. Okay, first on opening capital. Opening capital. How much? 15,000 for him, isn't it? So for the full year, only the rate by 100 we have to calculate. 20, then 10, 5 6 are 30, balance 3, 1 6 is 6, 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, then on additional capital. You have to write fully. Okay, additional capital. What is the amount introduced? Arivalagan introduced additional capital of 5,000. Write the amount. Then rate we know, same rate 16 by 100. Then which date he has introduced? 1st July. So we need to calculate when the that opening capital is given on 1st January 2017. The last sentence they have given, calculate interest on capital for the year ending 31st December. So from January 17 to December 31st, 12 months, isn't it? So accounts close on 31st December. When he has introduced the capital? 1st July. So July, August, September, October, November, December. So how many months? 6 months. So we need to calculate for 6 months. 6 by 12. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then here 6, 1, here 2 times. Again 2, here 3 times 2. Okay, so 5 3s are 15. 15, then 0. So 5, 9 plus 1, 10. Interest on capital of whom? Arivalagan. Okay, interest on capital. Then next partner, Srinivasan. For Srinivasan we need to calculate in the same way on opening capital. But when you do the calculation, you must be very careful. Okay, opening capital how much for him? Srinivasan 10,000. So 10,000 into 6 by 100. 0, 0, 600. Then on additional capital. Additional capital, how much he has introduced? Additional capital is there? Yeah, 10,000. Then when he has introduced? 1st September. So first we will write the rate. So 1st September, October, November, December. How many months? 4 months. 4 by 12. Now 2 0. Then 4. 1 4 is 4. 3 4s are 12. Then again 3 table. 3 1 is 1 3 is 3. 2 3s are 6. So 100 into 2, 200. Okay. That 200 is that for the additional capital. Now you calculate the total. 800. This is the interest on capital. What is the question? Calculate interest on capital. So this much enough. If you need, you can write once again. Okay, interest on capital of. Answers you can write. Okay, if you wish. Interest on capital of Arivalagan, rupees. Okay, rupees 1050. Interest on capital of Arivalagan. Then interest on capital of Srinivasan, rupees 800. Okay, you can conclude. Okay, like this you can write, otherwise you can leave it, they will give you mark. Understood, students? So, I will explain now some of the exercise you have to do. Okay. As per this one, I will explain that exercise. Up to 4th we have completed. Now the 5th exercise. Okay. Mannan and Ramesh share profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2 and their capital on 1st April 2018. Mannan 1,50,000, Ramesh 1 lakh, and their current accounts show a credit balance of 25,000, 20,000 respectively. Calculate interest on capital at 6% per annum for the year ending 31st March 2019 and show the journal entries. It is exactly as the 5th illustration. Okay. The 5th illustration I have explained to you. That also Mannan and Ramesh only. Okay, the same thing you can do. Nothing difficult. Okay, journal entries also you must show. The next one. Prakash and Supriya were partners who share profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3. Balance in their capital accounts on 1st April 2018 was Prakash 3 lakh, Supriya 2 lakhs. On 1st July, Prakash introduced additional capital. Okay, then Supriya introduced additional capital 30,000 during the year. Calculate interest on capital and show the journal entries. This one as per the 6th illustration. Okay, there they have not asked for the journal entries, I think. Isn't it? 6th one. We will check. Yeah, 6th they have asked only to calculate interest on capital. Here they have asked to calculate, you need to prepare the journal entries also. Okay, you can do the same thing here. During the year means 6/12. Here we need to calculate. Prakash introduced on 1st July. It is ending on 31st March, isn't it? 31st March. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So in the same way 9/12. Second one 6/12 because date is not given but it is given during the year. Okay, that's all. Then 7th one, the capital account of Begum and Fatima on 1st January 2018 showed a balance of 50,000, 40,000. On 1st October 2018, Begum introduced additional capital 10,000 and 1st May, Fatima introduced additional capital 9,000. This one as per illustration 7. Okay. Calculate interest on capital at 4% per annum for the year ending 31st December. Okay. Then the other one that I have showed, tomorrow we will see this one. Okay, so this 3 that exercise you have to complete and you have to keep in the classwork notebook. I think you are updating your classwork notebook with the daily homework. Okay, that homework only you are doing in the that classwork notebook. All the exercises from 1 to everything. Understand? 2 lessons we have completed. 3rd lesson now we are completing the 7 exercises. Okay, everything you update and finish it. Okay, students, we will see tomorrow. Thank you, students.